I'd rather work with a gorilla.
Let's do some social media. Let's do some social media and answer some of your tweets.
That was the other thing he didn't do.
This is from James in Aliso Viejo, California.
Oh, Woody.
Woody,
It's to me.
with all the subpar quarterbacks out there running with the ones, meaning the first string, why is it Tim Tebow is still sitting in a broadcast booth? Why wouldn't the Broncos bring him back to sit and learn behind Peyton Manning until such time as Manning retires? Brock Osweiler is not the answer as a backup. No one is going to be calling for Tebow to replace Manning when he struggles. Oh, my goodness. You know what? You're going to have to answer this because I don't want to go off for 15 minutes on Tebow and how bad a quarterback and incapable he is of playing in the NFL. And you don't learn how to play by watching Peyton Manning play.
Who are you talking
You learn to play
I'm right here.
by being a good player.
Look at Matt.
Go ahead.
Hey,
you answer the question.
Hey, let me help you out here, Mr. Gorilla Man.
Okay.
I'm right here.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know who are you talking to out there. There's a curtain.
There was a camera right there.
It's where you pile all your garbage up in your man cave.
You
I'm
answer.
going to go to the last one. No one would be calling for Tebow to replace Manning when he struggles. That's what Muhammad Ali used. Muhammad Ali, who's sick right now, he's got pneumonia.
He's got pneumonia, yeah.
So we wish him the best. I really do. I had incredible respect for him, even throughout all the troubles. He always wanted to be vice president. He said, if you will elect me vice president, nobody will ever try to kill the president.
All right, Tim Tebow.
So that's what he's saying. Nobody be calling. Let's get right to the issue of whether he can play. He can't. He won't ever come back here. John Elway wouldn't let him come here. Nobody would want him to come here. The circus has left town. The circus is gone.
The circus has left the NFL.
Yeah, and nobody really wants to deal with the circus. So because of his religious convictions and because of the way he is,
And because of his fans.
that makes him one of the best legendary players. One of the most legendary players in the NFL.
Okay.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Legendary, not meaning he was great, but legendary.
His story was legendary. Yes.
That's right.
His playing ability
Why
was
wouldn't
not.
Arizona? I will say this, James, and I would agree. Why wouldn't Arizona have brought him in? They've got the two starting quarterbacks, one after another, go down, and they got a guy in there who can't play dead. And
There are teams all over this league desperate for starting quarterbacks, desperate for backup quarterbacks. So why isn't anybody touching him?
Well, A, they don't think he can play quarterback,
Right.
and B, they don't want the circus to come to town.
Right.
And the truth is, Tim, who I knew better than anybody in the media and became really good friends with, Tim should have switched to tight end.
Absolutely.
And guess what? He wouldn't have been a very good tight end.
Absolutely.
There's no position for him in football.
And I'm calling BS on him, okay? Because if he really loved the game as much as he said he loved the game, but nobody was giving him an opportunity to quarterback, why didn't he change to tight? Why didn't he switch to tight end?
He's not tall enough.
Why didn't he switch to tight end? Because I thought that was the position for him too.
240. He couldn't play tight end.
I love the game, and I'm going to work hard to be great at the game. Yeah, well, you know what he did? He quit. He quit the game when other people were going to give him an opportunity to switch positions.
No.
Somebody would have given him an opportunity to switch positions.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that there was anybody that was going to give him an opportunity at tight end because he's not even tight end. He's nothing. I mean, and I don't mean nothing as a person or as a player. He had one of the great streaks of all time.
You know what I think he did? Because a lot of what he and his brother did was very calculated. People don't realize that. Very, very calculated. And they pulled the wool over a lot of people's eyes. When it was suggested to him that he switch positions and he refused to do it, I think he refused to do it not because he only saw himself as a quarterback. I think he refused to do it because he had to make a decision at that point. If I'm not going to play in the NFL, or if I'm going to stay in the NFL and I play tight end, my platform won't be as high profile. I won't get the notice that I got at quarterback, so I won't be able to do the things I want to do off the field. But if I go on TV and I stay high profile on the mothership, on ESPN, then my platform stays raised and I can continue to do things that I want to do off the field. Did I nail it?
If I had more time, yes, you were very close. There are a lot of different aspects of that because he was a brand.
Yes, it was more about the brand and the platform than it was about playing football.
Because his platform changed very visibly once he became a starting quarterback.
Yes.
He wasn't as strong in regard to getting up on post-game press conferences and thanking the Lord and everything, and just not a judgment one way or the other. He was able to use that as a platform because his goals are way beyond the NFL. His goals are to be the next Billy Graham.
All right,
That's it.
I'm guessing
Woody's mailbag.
yeah.
Josh Krebs. Oh, we're going to get another one because
From LA. We got a lot of people that watch the show from somewhere else.
My mailbag is full all the time. Have you noticed that? With the signing of Chris Harris Jr., that's what it is. Everybody wants to be a junior now, and I'm one of them, so I understand it. Very deserving. Who will be the next Bronco to sign on the dotted line? It comes down to Darius Thomas and Julius Thomas, and probably now you can throw Terrence Knighton into the deal. John Elway says over and over again he wants all of them. So who will be next? Nothing during the season. That was something that had been working, you know that had been worked on for a long time. It coincided, when I say long time, 2 or 3 months, once Chris, and I just read Pro Football Focus.
Right.
Chris Harris.
They grade all the players every week.
He is the highest graded cornerback in the league. That was before last night's game. Highest graded cornerback. Think about that. He's going to make the Pro Bowl because the fans don't know him, but the players and the coaches are going to vote him in.
Yeah.
Trust me.
All right. And by the way, for what it's worth, I think Demaryius Thomas is next. I think he's an important person to keep, whether you have Peyton or not. Think of it in these terms. If you're playing Brock Osweiler and he's not as precise as Peyton Manning is, you're going to need a great wide receiver, an acrobatic wide receiver, a wide receiver who can go up and get it, and Demaryius Thomas is that guy. So I think he's next.